Hey everybody, and welcome back to my series 365 Riffs for Beginning Guitar. Today we have Sympathy for the Devil. It's going to be very easy for a lot of you. For those of you who truly are beginners, it's a chance to master a couple of your easiest, most important chords. E, D, A, B7, and the strumming can be as easy as you want. You could strum it like this, 2, 3, 4. Okay, or you give it a little more rhythm, kind of like this. All right, a little more syncopated. I'll show you how. Here it comes. Now, this song is dominated by the percussion and the drums and the great piano playing of Nicky Hopkins. So, especially in the beginning of the tune, we're really just going along for the ride here on the guitar. So we're hitting these chords and just letting them ring for 4 counts, like this. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now there's no fancy riff here, right? This series I'm doing is intended for beginners. It just happens that this is a great chord exercise for beginners without any specific catchy riff. That's okay. So, E to D to A to E. So there's 4 chord strums you can do there in that sequence. And that's going to happen 4 times for the verse. The last time, right on, made damn sure that Pilate washed his hands and sealed his fate. 2, 3, 4. That's the 4th time. One more E, one more additional E now. 2, 3, 4. And then it's time to change to our only other chord in the song. Now, I'm going to play this as a B7 chord. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. B7 E major. But what's puzzling you is the nature of my game. So it's B7 2 times to E 2 times. And then the whole sequence repeats again. We'll call that the chorus. B7 2 times to E 2 times, right? So there's your chorus right there. Now, on the topic of B7, you don't have to play a B7 chord, although it's a chord you want to master if you haven't already mastered it. You could play a B power chord. 5th string, 2nd fret with my index finger, that's important. And 4th string, 4th fret with my ring finger. A 2-finger power chord. Now you can only strum those 2 strings, so the sound is a relatively limited sound. How about adding your pinky finger on the 3rd string, 4th fret? Now you can strum 3 strings. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Okay, so we have a 2-finger power chord, a B power chord, a 3-finger B power chord. How about for you more advanced people? How about stretching out your pinky there, flattening out your pinky? My pinky is touching the 4 treble strings, but the pressure is really on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th strings. I'm pretty confident the 1st string is being muted out. That's okay. My index finger is really putting all its pressure on the 5th string, 2nd fret. I'm sure it's touching some other strings, but now we have a full B major chord. Okay, I like using my pinky. I've seen people use their ring finger. That never felt quite right to me. Now, you're not obligated to do this. Remember, we started with a B7. Nothing wrong with B7. A B7 chord, by the way, is a B major chord with 1 more note added. In this case, it's the flatted 7th note. The flatted 7th note of a B major scale. Now, I think B major 7, play like this, that would be my first choice. But you could play the, like I said, 2-finger B power chord, a 3-finger B power chord, or flatten out the finger and play an actual B major chord. Essentially, it's a bar chord. I hesitate to call it a bar chord because my finger isn't really doing any big barring action over here. It really is just putting its pressure on the 5th string, 2nd fret. And to the best of my ability, I'm not plucking the 1st skinny string with my picking hand over here. And even if I did, that skinny E treble string is dead sounding. Okay, so very easy strumming for your strumming hand, right? We're just doing 1 down strum. And that is in keeping with the song. The piano is doing all the heavy lifting in this. There's a lot of great bass, obviously the drums and percussion. Everything sounds great. There's not a whole lot of guitar going on here. Like I said, we're along for the ride. Now, for some of you who are beginners, switching from these chords to you know, E to D to A, back to E, B7, that switching alone will be a good challenge. If some of you find that easy, hey, great, you can add this song to your repertoire. Now, before we wrap up this video, let's give you something fancier to do with your strumming, something that's more in keeping with the rhythm of the song. It's not necessarily what the Rolling Stones are doing, but say you're performing this song around a campfire, okay, or on an open mic night. Let's give you something a little fancier to do with your strumming hand rather than just these simple downstrokes, okay? So here's that next clip with a little fancier rhythm guitar. So if I was performing this song as a solo guitar player with either myself singing or hopefully a better singer, I'd do something a little fancier on the guitar, especially if there are obviously no other instruments, right? Solo guitar arrangement. I might start off though hitting those nice big long notes. Allow me to introduce myself. You know, keep it nice and open, right? Let the drama build up while the singer sings. But as the song progresses, it's nice to kick in with some rhythm, right? So check this out. The key here of what I'm about to teach you is, as always, a very light grip on the pick, a loose arm, loose wrist, okay? Going to be some quick chord changes, and I can't emphasize it enough, a light, quick touch with your picking hand. Check this out. 2, 3, 4. So I'm doing a couple things here, and don't worry, I'm going to do it very slowly in a second. Of course, I'm doing some downs and ups with a very light, quick touch, but also my hand squeezes when I want the listener to hear it, right on the strum, and then my hand, my left hand here, kind of does a natural relaxing thing. So the sound basically goes away. Maybe the open strings might ring a little bit, but a lot of the sound disappears because my pressure has been very slightly, you know, decreased. Notice I'm not letting go of the guitar. You can't let go of the guitar until it's time to change the next chord, okay? So think about that as I play. I'm going to focus my discussion here on the strumming hand, but that way of reducing your pressure by simply relaxing your hand, that really goes a long way to helping get this kind of flavor we're talking about, this very syncopated flavor. Okay, so let's talk about downs and ups. Down, up, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, now it's going to feel weird at first for some of you because maybe you've never done anything like this before. What I can tell you is, number one, the downs and ups are crucial. Do the downs and ups exactly like you see on the screen there, okay? There's no room for your own opinion here, okay? This is how it has to be. Don't feel obligated to strum lots of strings. You might focus your strumming, you know, just on a few strings at a time. Right now I'm going to emphasize mostly the center strings. Not the skinny E, not the fat E, but the center strings. You know, that's okay. Nothing that says you have to do all the strings all the time, right? Now, we're improvising here. This is not how the song, how the strumming actually goes in the song, you know, but it would fit very nicely with the song, or like I said before, if you're doing a solo arrangement where just you and a singer, you know, without all the other great instruments like piano and bass and so on. Okay, so you got that rhythm? Down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, up, 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 down. Okay, now that's going to continue. You can do that for the whole song on the B7. Okay, same thing. Now, my one warning here is this sounds bad at a slow tempo. Okay, you got to do this quickly. You got to practice it slowly, but to hear it at this tempo, oh, it sounds sluggish. Practice it at that tempo, master it at that tempo, but the goal is much faster, right? Light and quick. Okay, this is one particular thing that doesn't work at anything other than a nice quick tempo. Now, for some of you, you've got this piece of cake, you sound great. Go for it, knock yourself out. Hope you have a chance to perform this song ASAP. For others, you might be back at doing it this nice, steady way, because that's where your comfort zone is. Awesome. When you strum it with these nice, simple downstrokes, using all that empty space to change the next chord, hey, you know you're in keeping with how the song really goes, how the guitar part really goes. Like I said, the piano is doing the heavy lifting, all that great piano playing, bass guitar, drums, percussion. The guitar doesn't really come in until Keith Richards comes screaming in with that fantastic guitar solo. That's a whole nother story, okay? It's like Keith Richards was biding his time until he had a chance to just scream with that great electric guitar solo that comes in a little ways into the tune. All right. Hey, everybody. That does it for Sympathy for the Devil. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And hey, tell a friend about this channel. Don't forget to check out Songbike. Don't forget to check out the playlist full of hundreds of these videos. 365 riffs for beginning guitar. A lot of great things here. Some of them are short, catchy little riffs. Some of them help you learn the entire song from the beginning to the end. I hope you check out all of those videos. And guess what? It's time to say goodnight and goodbye. And I will see you tomorrow for another video that I like to refer to as Riff of the Day. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow.